Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's live stream AMA. Okay, we're good. We're good. Today's going to be kind of chill. Luke and I are just going to kind of hang out with you guys. We're going to answer your questions. We're going to play the game. We're going to have a good time. It's going to be relaxed. So throw any questions you have in the YouTube live chat, in the Twitter live chat. I do have a few quick little things to go through. Actually, I got permission to leak something that's coming next week. So we'll get into that too. I was going to bring up Luke, but he just stepped away from his computer. So, you know what? Let's go through the few updates I have for you guys. Okay. Actually, hold on. Let's bring up Luke. Let's just do it. Okay, Luke, here. I want to show the game while I talk about some of these updates. So, all right.
Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Amazing. Sweet. So yeah, I'm excited for this AMA. One of the things we're trying to figure out now is a new AMA format because we're kind of going into a new stage of Pixels. And we'll kind of dive into what that looks like over the next few weeks as we're trying to figure out what this looks like. But one of the big things that we're trying to figure out is how do we start to create content and how do we start to appeal to a broader audience and just the crypto audience that we currently have, right? So we have these bigger initiatives that we're doing inside of things like Stacked, this new app Chubkins, and even with Core Pixels as well. It's actually kind of at the spot now. I tweeted about this a few days ago where the game is actually technically profitable in terms of tokens and profitable enough where there's actually enough margin to start doing real paid UA, right? So what we need to start to think about now is how do we start to expand the audience? How do we get better content that might relate to a Web2 audience as well so that we can still stick with all of you guys who are here, who love the game, who came through crypto, and also expand to another audience as well. So we're going to be experimenting a lot with AMA format over the next little bit. Again, this one's just gonna be a chill one as we're kind of figuring out what that looks like. We'll still answer questions. We'll still do all the stuff that we normally do. But yeah, I guess you can take it away from here, Heidi.
Yeah. Okay. So the first thing I want to say is that our content creators often do watch parties in their own Discord, but they're going to do it in the main Discord from now on. Why not? Right. So if you guys are wanting to hang out with some other content creators, some other just literally people in Pixels, there's a watch party happening on our Discord right now. I mean, you should still wait. Yes, it is happening. I wanted to verify. I was like, imagine if they changed their minds last minute. Anyways, it is happening. So I recommend you keep the tab open so we keep our numbers high, but go hang out in our Discord. And yeah, we're just hanging out in Discord a lot more these days. So if you're ever in the mood to just hang out and chat, just hop on the voice chat and we'll come hang out. We'll come hang out. It's a threat. It's a threat now. Yeah, of course, bingo is happening. You guys have probably heard of this infamous bingo before. I guess I can explain it. So turns out Luke and I are repetitive. Shocker. I know. Can you believe it? We live stream every week for 4 years and we say the same things every week. Oh, God forbid. But anyways, people find that funny. So they've made a bingo card filled with words or terms that we use a lot. And every week they try to win bingo because I don't know what, should we just 2 to 4 weeks? Of course, I'm blanking on all of the things we always say now, but what are other things? Chubkins, Stacked, ecosystem,
Roars,
tokenomics. What are words? Pet app. Yeah, roars. You have to do this though, of course. Yeah, I Chubkins. Yeah, exactly. Let's just get that out of the way right now. All of the bingo things. Okay, couple other things going on. So there are 2 NFT collections that are live, integrated. Gummies, which are, it's so exciting. I've been playing around with my gummy today. So when I stream, you'll see her. She's stunning. Sophia's is also so cute. It's pink and sparkly. And then Dino Gotchis. So they were supposed to go live tomorrow, but I actually think they're live right now. So exciting times. They look really cute. They're like these big green dinos, so we can hang out. And then, of course, on Friday to celebrate the integration with Dino Gachis, there is an energy party happening at 3 p.m. UTC. The Sleepagachi team and Aoriki are going to be streaming during that, giving away a bunch of fun stuff. So there's lots going on. And then, of course, on Saturday, we also have Bob's Busy Barn Day. And I want to read you the TLDR on that word for word. Are you ready? Catch your favorite Pixels creators go head-to-head on Bob's Busy Barn Day. It will be an epic race to collect animal drops, speed run crafts, and be the first to complete Bob's shopping list. So a bunch of creators are going to live stream it. We'll update the Discord and in-game events with all of the stream links, so you can just come hang out. It is happening on Saturday at, of course, Discord freezes when I'm trying to be fast. What time is it happening at? I think it's 3 p.m. for me. So I think it's at 2 p.m. UTC. So anyways, look on Discord, look in game. Yeah, 2 p.m. UTC on Saturday. So that'll be fun. That'll be really fun. All right. The other thing I have, and Luke, you can comment on this too if you want, but I was chatting with our core game team, like, hey, anything I can leak or talk about on the AMA? They did give me one thing I can leak, which we'll get to, but they also just said that we're going into slight maintenance mode, just making sure that everything is balanced, looking good for like the next like week or two. That's all I got. I've got something to leak too. Do you want to talk about anything, or do you want me to?
Yeah, I mean, like high level, basically, we're planning on what we do next right now. So yeah, the team's gonna maintain some stuff. But yeah, we have a backlog of stuff that we already have, like, we kind of want to do. And the team's prepped a lot. But yeah, now we're in a stage where it's like, okay, we actually saw some things working, and this is part of a building process, right? Like, you want to plan and prepare, but you also want to adjust to see how things actually go. And honestly, the last few updates went really well. So we're going to adjust and, see how we can do more stuff like this. See how we can get Pixels ready to start to scale a little bit more. Like, the fact that we have Roars over 2 right now pretty consistently is really, really promising. Because again, that margin, we're not like a greedy team. We're not trying to just like extract as much out of it, the user base as possible. What we're trying to do is like find a way to actually grow the game and the user base so we all benefit, right? Like, the game gets better when there's more players, the token performs better when there's more players, and if we're doing it in a sustainable way that doesn't hurt the token, that's kind of the holy grail, right? So we're actually in a position right now where like kind of seems like it's possible. So yeah, we'll start to basically figure out how we can start to do that next stage of growth, which means getting things ready for new users, figuring out how we can start to get like a paid funnel going into Pixels, all this kind of stuff.
Okay. All right. I was also stalling a little bit because we're going to have some fun today. We're going to hang out. And I've got a ton of Quicksilver to give away because that is what we all need with this update. Let's be for real. Now, luckily, as a landowner, I get an okay amount of Quicksilver, but like not even enough. And I know if you're not a landowner, God forbid, you need Quicksilver. So let's hang out. Let me share my screen and let's play a little bit. I've set up my other screen here. All right. Look at I wonder, can I zoom? Is that going to mess up everything? That looks better, right? Look at my gummy. Oh my gosh. Of course, that's Silverwing. Like, of course, she has the most amazing gummy. I am obsessed with the gummies. They're so cute. Is there anyone listening right now in game with a Dino Gachi that we can show off? I'm not sure if I have one. And also, I have to like reset. So we love them. Okay. I think Silverwing deserves some Quicksilver. Don't we think? Okay. Cannot trade item. I was just, okay. We all know Quicksilver is not tradable. I asked the team to make a tradable version. Doesn't seem to have worked. So Silverwing, I owe you some Quicksilver. I'm so sorry. I will I will tell the team.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, maybe we can get that going during this AMA, but
Yeah,
otherwise, if not,
okay, let me just like scream at someone for 2 seconds here. It's
that's
not
funny. That was a little
trainable.
bit of a plan of this AMA to give out that Quicksilver. But this is why we should test things before we do this also.
Yes, well, it was only working about 30 seconds before
Yeah, fair enough, fair
our team
enough.
members like, don't worry, I'm on it. Like, I know. I'm like, okay, good, good. All right, well, let's go play then. I was going to go to one of my lands. So I got a slug to feed. It's pink, so I thought it needed to go on my pink land. If any of you haven't been here before, this is the overstimulating pink pink land. And I got a pink slug, and I was like, well, where else would you put this? All right. Appy mix. Guys, I'm like so nervous of pronouncing everything wrong now. After I haven't seen the dude in so long. Oh, no, wait. I feel like we need like background music. You know, I think that this StreamYard, which we stream on, has like built-in background music that we can.
You don't want me to try that, do you?
No.
No, I'm doing
Oh my gosh, wait, they have sounds. This is new. Oh,
why have we not been using that?
I'm gonna do that while Luke's talking. There's a few. Okay, that's weird. Something super intense. We just put the. Right, I like the applause. Okay, all right. Dance pop background music.
Also, somebody said they don't see their Dino Gotchis and their NFT
okay.
game. It might take just a little bit of time. Sometimes there's like a longer refresh. Like I think the NFTs refresh every 6 hours technically. So yeah, you might need to wait a little bit.
Okay, and this is where you go. Obviously, I'm super zoomed in, as you can see, but oh, there you go. There's my guy. So let me zoom out because it's a little weird. If you have a lot or anyways, you have to scroll down to the bottom here and click find NFTs. Now, this is grayed out for like a certain period of time just to not overload the system. So I technically can't reload my NFTs for another 20 minutes. So scroll down to the bottom of your page here and wait for that button to turn yellow and click on it, and then they should show up. But yeah, I think they only went live today, which, you know, the reason we were going to go live Thursday and then party Friday is for this exact case where they just haven't loaded yet. So sometimes it can take a little bit of time. But either way, let me swap to it. I haven't seen it yet. Look at me. I look sick. I look kind of like gangster, you know? My gosh, look at that one. That gummy, it's like a spider. She really went off on this collection. Oh my goodness. Okay, where's my slug? Should we speed it up? Okay, I've been told that it should work now. Where's my satchel? I can't see the slug, guys. All right, them slime. All right. Should we feed him again? I'm feeding Silverwing. Did I feed it? I can't even tell. Yes, okay. Okay, cool. I also had another pet that I wanted to incubate, so I thought I would just do it all at the same time. Okay, who's that? Well, I'm gonna put it right on top of you. Enjoy. And I've got my little chicken offspring. I just think that the offspring, like, I've been told not to call them eggs because we have so many different types of eggs in game, but be for real, it looks like an egg, okay? The offspring eggs look so cute, especially like in their little incubator. Okay, hold on. I need to put my, guys, I cannot say the name of these potions. Incuvite. Wait. Incuvite. Hold on. I did it correctly, guys. Okay, I can never see my mouse. All right, let's get moving on this, and then yeah, come back in a while. Okay, I am being absolutely spammed by our team member about, oh no, I'm not. They only sent 3. I've been spammed by multiple users. Let me refresh and try and see if my Quicksilver is tradable. It's supposed to be. Where did Silverwing go? She's my guinea pig. Is she still here? I can't spot the raspberry amongst the pink land.
Oh, yeah, it's there. Yee.
Here she is. No, stop moving now. Stop moving. Okay, I got her. Okay, let's see if this is working.
Oh,
I mean, yeah,
there you go.
I can put it in. Let's go. Okay, cool. All right, so Silverwing just absolutely deserves that. But why should any of you else get Quicksilver? Tell me like the coolest thing you've done today. Tell me like
What land are you,
I don't know.
what land are you on in case people want to join you
Oh,
on
sorry,
here?
I'm on 179.
Nice. And yeah, maybe we can answer like a few questions here and there while you're doing this also.
Yeah, let's go. Let's look at some of these here.
Yeah, I can pull up some of them and I can do some of the question answering.
Perfect.
So somebody said, will you ever get your own chain? And like truthfully, I am not so bullish on single chains anymore. Like we actually had the opportunity to launch a pixel chain and we almost did it. And yeah, it didn't really make sense for us when we actually thought about it too much. Right? Like what do you actually get by having your own chain? Like I think the only thing that you kind of get is you maybe get like more token burn for like transactions that happen with your token on chain. But if you actually look at the revenues of chains, it's not that good normally. Like pixels, like core pixels, the game had more revenue than Polygon, like by 10x in 2024. Kind of crazy, right? So that's why we were kind of unconvinced. I don't know if you saw the recent stuff that Vitalik just said, but he's kind of on the same page too. Like basically, if you have a chain, you need like a very specific use case for the chain. Like I love protocols, but you don't need a chain for a protocol. Like honestly, a protocol, if you think about it, like what a protocol is basically this concept of like a network that does things. Like I kind of view pixels like a protocol or a network that is a network centered around play to earn and rewards and incentives. But these networks don't need to live on a single chain. Like you can have this network work across a bunch of chains. Like the important part is that it's a network, right? I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, that's kind of what we were thinking there.
Okay, I want to talk a little bit about this. So I'm upset about the update because basically it's so big and there's a lack of information and how to use things. We have a wiki. Okay, so this is a theme in, I would say, Pixels, and then also games that are similar to Pixels, where it's kind of like this open world with just honestly an absurd amount of content and directions you can take and all of that. And so when we're designing our updates, we want to hit all of the important notes, right? We want to be like, okay, you know, this is how you engage with this. This is what you need to do this. And this is how you need to do it from like a higher level. We don't tell you, okay, go to this animal. It needs this specific thing. Okay, you go to this place to make it. And then, okay, the ingredients for that thing, you need to go to these different places. Like we're not getting into those kinds of details for a few different reasons. The most like maybe obvious one is I literally don't have that kind of character count on Substack. It would take me weeks to write all of those details out. It would be an absurd amount of content that it doesn't really make sense. It's not really worth it. Second part, I think it kind of takes away the fun. You know, if it's just like, here's how you do everything, like where's the fun in that? Where's the adventure in that? Now, I know that's not everyone's kind of gameplay. It's actually not really my kind of gameplay. I kind of want to know like how to do it. Someone tell me. And that's where
I remember the first time that we played Minecraft together, you hated it because you didn't have any recipes. Yeah.
Yeah, Minecraft irritates me for that reason too, because I'm like, what do you mean I have to Google all of this? But that's just because like, yeah, I'm probably like you, Christopher, where I kind of want to know. Just tell me, you know? So I'm not gonna lie, like when we release updates, sometimes I wait for content creator content to come out so that I can follow it. Because
now, that being said, there are a lot of like community made wikis And there
Oh
are
yeah.
a lot of like content creators that make content about this too. And we do link it in a
Yeah.
bunch of places also. Like where can somebody find that stuff?
Yeah, so there's some really good ones just like on Twitter. I would say honestly, the best thing to do is to hop on our Discord and just ask. Be like, "Hey, I'm looking for this." And we also have a channel where content creators are posting links to the content that they are creating. But if you just hop in and you're like, "I'm looking to follow some good creators," or "I'm looking for information on this specific thing," people will link it. There's also some extensions that people have made. Some of them are, I think they're paid, which makes sense because it's a lot of work to maintain. But those give you like a ton more information on like where to find these things. So there's a lot of resources out there beyond what the official Pixels account is posting, and I just recommend you dive into the Discord, Twitter. There's stuff being posted now on Instagram and TikTok, all over the place. Okay. All right, let me give out some more Quicksilver here. This person is asking for anything but Quicksilver, but guess what they're gonna get? If I can find it in here. Okay, enjoy. I know that's what you asked for. So, when human offspring. Okay, that's so weird. I'm gonna give you Quicksilver. When energy here. Okay, good point. Let's do it. You don't have to give me that. Are you sure? Oh my God. That's so kind. Okay, I just gave you Quicksilver, Silverwing. Callie or Kaylee. I had a friend when growing up and she spelled her name like that, but pronounced it Kaylee. So I'm like, Callie or Kaylee, you know? Last time I pronounced a user's name, not sure which way, it was Bila. I was like, is it Bija or Bila? And it became like a meme. I'm like, sorry, like I live in Spain. What do you want from me? Like, of course, Rohini. You know, when I first minted this Dino-Gotchi, I was like, I love him. Not really my vibe, but I kind of love how like badass he is. You know, I think I tweeted about him looking like a drug dealer or something, or maybe I didn't go that far. I might have. Maybe. Oh yeah, refresh. If I'm giving you Quicksilver and it's showing up weird, just refresh, because like I said, we literally just created this in game because Quicksilver is traditionally not tradable, and I had to make it tradable. Oh my gosh, I already have one of those tree houses. Are you sure you want to give that? I have a feeling that Captain Jack is not actually watching the AMA though, so I'll just say thank you. And that's not how you spell thank, but it's fine. We'll make it out. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is really cool. So Luke was on a podcast that literally was just posted as we speak. I just got notified. So here, I will post the link in chat here so you guys can go watch that afterwards. What did you talk about on this? I haven't even watched it yet, obviously. It's not live. It just went live. What did you talk about on this?
Oh, what I talk about in this? Yeah, I basically went over like a lot of stuff we talked about in these AMAs and like a lot of like where Web3 gaming is at right now. It was more oriented towards people who aren't really familiar with Web3 gaming and why it might be interesting right now. I mean, yeah, to be honest, where crypto is at right now, it's interesting, right? Even if you look at like general crypto markets, not just like gaming or some of the like Web3 use cases, it's a weird time. Like, should you own Bitcoin right now? Should you not? Like, should you buy now? Should you not? Hard to say, right? But the thing with crypto gaming is there is a very interesting use case here, and we are starting to prove out a lot of the business economics of it now. Like, truthfully, that was a lot of the issues with a lot of Web3. Like, most of the businesses in Web3 and why so many close when it comes to things like Farcaster, when it comes to Zora, when it comes to all of these Web3 consumer experiences push, they had very bad businesses behind them, right? Like ones that would never be able to support or sustain themselves. And what's interesting about Pixels is now it's starting to look like the economics of our ecosystem are getting solved, right? Where every single month the game is actually burning more tokens than it emits. Like technically the games themselves are deflationary right now, which is great, right? Now, if we can start to increase that pressure month on month, we'll even have the token be net deflationary. So that's kind of the next stage, right? And that's exciting. So yeah, we're kind of proving out that this model can work. There's still a little bit of work to go because the games themselves are deflationary themselves. Every time we add a new game, basically like more tokens will be taken out of the ecosystem, which should help with long-term like value towards the token, right? And making the token more desirable to hold or do any of these things, right? But yeah, that's the exciting part, and that's kind of what I dove into, where it's like, okay, there is a model here, even if you're bearish on crypto. Like crypto does open up some interesting opportunities for products to live and create new ways for people to be a part of a product in an ecosystem, right? And that's kind of where we'll be positioning Pixels next, especially as we're going into like the next growth stage. So you'll even see some bigger marketing pushes. We're going to do some paid UA campaigns soon, but we'll do some campaigns with like other marketing partners as well. We tell you when we're about to grow every time, and Pixels has been cooking for a little bit, right? We haven't gotten everything right, but we're about to do another growth push soon. So this is your warning.
This is your warning. Okay, after Tang, oh my gosh, you guys, you giving me these potions? Is it just because you want me to mess up the word? Or are you being just really nice? It's a beast one. Are you sure, Tang? Come on. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. I'm like overwhelmed. Okay, I thought let's go collect from my slug again. Let's see what we get here. Where's my satchel at? Okay, there's something glitching here. Team? What is going on? Okay, there's my satchel. Let's get those out of the way. Okay, we need to speed her up. More slime. All right. Maybe by the end of this AMA, we will have something cool. I'm not. Should we? Okay, we're gonna have an offspring. That's what's gonna happen. We're gonna have an offspring. Guys, this is crazy. I was planning on like walking around, like hanging out in the game with like not just chilling on one land, but I mean, we can do that too. Look at this, like, it's a lemon balloon. Oh, the gummies are so cute. Okay, let's let me look at these questions here.
So somebody asked why the animal update was not called Chapter 4. I mean, it
Oh my
was
God,
a big update. Maybe we could have done that, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was even bigger than we expected initially, but it just fixed so many problems that were in the game. What I would say a Chapter 4 might look like for Pixels is, I think that'll be when we kind of focus. I mean, this is generally what I'm thinking. We still need to decide this together as a team. But what I'm generally thinking is this is when we start to do a mobile and growth push. That means reworking a new user experience. And that doesn't mean a new tutorial. That means like really, really digging into how do we get a new player engaged into the game? How does it make sense to them? And even rethinking like some of the early parts of the game totally to make that work. And then also focusing on like how we make this more mobile optimized as well. That's generally what I'm thinking, along with some of the same content updates that we're doing that are in the similar vibe to the animal care update. Like I think one of the keys to success for us in the long term will still be kind of a content treadmill. We're getting updates out like this animal care update more often and more frequent will be helpful. It's just like in a MMO when they release new skills, right? It's a fun chase and a rush when that happens, and it helps revive the game a little bit. That's kind of how I view a similar vein to like the animal care update.
Okay, guys, I'm so dumb. I just said I want an offspring for my tier 1 baby. I need to go to legacy animals, obviously. Okay, I'm going to go to another land. You guys can chill here. I'll come back. I know there's energy happening here, so people are not going to budge. But I'm going to go to another land that I just said, okay, where's some legacy animals? Let's go. And someone said 2903. So I'm going to 2903 for now. And let's see what animals I have here. I think I have food for most of them. Oh my gosh, look at this bob carpet. All right. Okay, so actually someone wrote, and I know you pinned it, where is it? Why is it so hard to get an egg from legacy animals? Well, I want you to look at this land. It's not hard, but it's not easy. So this is a conversation we have like every single time we push an update, and that is people finding some certain activities are like, oh, this is so hard. Why is this so hard? And it's like, not everything is supposed to be easy, guys. And you're also not supposed to be the master of it within, an hour of the update. This is supposed to last a long time. Otherwise, you're going to get bored within 30 seconds, right? So, but anyways, this line has a lot. I'm obsessed with that spider. No, you don't have to give me that. Stop. You guys are too nice. Okay, hold on. Let me find the Quicksilver at least. That's just like so sweet. Okay, now there's supposed to be some. Thank you. Is no longer a baby. Oh my gosh, did one just leave? Literally, is that supposed to be Luke?
Oh God. Oh.
Have you seen this?
That is something that it's flattering.
That's
that is funny. Yeah, somebody asked for a stacked update. So yeah, basically where stacked is at is we're getting it ready for launch. The backend is basically ready. Front end is kind of ready too. Now what we want to do is we want to make sure that we line up all of the launch partners for it so that there's enough for you to do when it first comes out. And we want to start to get more of the stuff in Pixels into stacked as well too. So it might take another couple weeks to get that fully ready because we could launch it right now basically, but we want a little bit of hype around the launch. So we're going to make sure it's polished and working and there's enough to do in it in the beginning stages, and then we'll launch it. But it's very, very close. And again, the backend is already live. Like games are already using the stacked backend.
Okay, I thought I was lied to because I could not find a legacy animal, but there's one sheep here. All right. Let's finish her, and then what does sheep eat? I think it's this guy, right? No, wait, that's not. See, that's the wrong one. I grabbed the wrong one. Ah, it's underneath this probably, so I can't even see it. This one, right? Oh my god, I'm blanking. We're going through all of them. Where are the other ones? Mix it up. It's not Happy Mix. Wait, guys. What does sheep eat? I haven't played with sheep enough. I don't even know. Okay, we've got. I need to like put everything in one spot or I just lose it. Oh, it's chocolate sauce. I don't have chocolate sauce. So we're out of luck. We're out of luck. Okay, yeah, and I knew someone was going to do that. Thank you, Duck Galore. All right, well, we're just not playing with sheep because I don't have a chocolate sauce. I guess I could send myself one. Nah, we're just not. Okay, give me another land. I need another land that has things on it that I can feed. Maybe the update is too confusing. I don't know. I think it's fun. Like, I think it's like hilarious that, oh my gosh, Homeless Barney. I knew he was going to give me some cool stuff.
Yeah.
Such a cool artist.
So somebody brought up, there's two things I want to bring up here. One, tweaks for task board or merchant ships, or I will leave the game for a few days. And somebody said, everybody wants everything now and easy. That would instantly kill the game. So I think that is kind of a strategy change that we're making towards earnings. And this will kind of be how we do everything moving forward. It's interesting because we actually just ran a focus group with Web2 gamers on earnings. And, we've been doing a bunch of different things here. One thing that we've been doing is we've been like running paid ads. And basically, I think we ran like, 100, 200 ads, maybe something crazy like that over the last few months. And while we were running so many ads, is what we do is we kind of test different messaging, right? So we've talked about this already once. Like some of the things we've learned when we're running these paid ads is, essentially we look at like a different headline or a different message on the ad. and we see how each of them perform, right? And if they perform, better, like basically if they have like a lower cost per click, then we know that this is resonating with audiences more, right? So what we've learned with earnings is every time that we mention earnings to Web2 users, they're interested. Every time we mention crypto, they're very, very against it, even if the earnings are in crypto. Now, one of the things we've learned by running focus groups recently too with Web2 users is it's funny, people in Web2, they think play to earn is very, suspect, basically. Like, they're very, very skeptical of the whole concept of play to earn even, right? And, honestly, a lot of these people in Web2, this is very interesting. They're even kind of turned off by it. Like some of them are turned off by rewards in the first stages. When start to explain the concept of it to them, they're like, "How is this even possible? How does this work?" A lot of we need to work on when we're messaging with the play to earn audience inside of Web2 is like we have to explain to them how this business model actually works, how it's like not a scam, basically. The other thing that we found that was interesting in some of these focus groups recently, this is so much alpha towards like competitors, is this is shocking. One, if you start to advertise like earnings that are too high, people think it's a scam. Two, these Web2 people, they actually really want the game to be fun first and have earnings be like a side bonus and a benefit, right? So in line with this is basically like, the earnings inside of the game need to be a part of the game, right? And like it has to be a game to get them, right? We shouldn't be giving everybody earnings just for logging into the game, right? Like the earnings is a part of the game, and that has to be, not the easiest thing to do, right? Like we can't just give it to everybody for every reason. One, that makes the game less fun. Two, the economics don't work as better as well as it could. Two, and like three, you get users who, if they're not playing for the game and those mechanics, like they, aren't really, I don't want to say not playing for the right reasons, because you can totally play with an earn mindset in mind. Like I don't care about that, and it's like not your fault if you are. It's like it's one, we haven't made the game fun enough if you're only playing to earn, not because the game is fun. Two, it's because we set the systems up in a way that reward you just grinding and not having fun, and that's not good for either party, right? But yeah, this has kind of been like the challenge that we're facing. So this is where Stacked kind of comes into play and what we've been thinking with that, where Stacked, it allows us to target the earnings a lot better. So we can give out the right amount of earnings to the right people and still make the game fun and still be able to adjust things. And that's kind of like the whole mindset, concept behind Chubkins, and how Chubkins will be a little bit different than Core Pixels. Chubkins, the earnings will be not really oriented in the core loop of the game, more like side things, right? So it's like you're going to play Chubkins like normal, and maybe you won't earn, maybe you will. Maybe there'll be really big tasks that you can try to do, while you're playing the game, where yeah, maybe you won't get them, maybe you will, but like either way, even if you don't get the earnings, hopefully you'll have had fun. And I think that's kind of the winning mindset with rewarded play in Web3 gaming. Now we can definitely give you incentives for things that might help us. Like one of the things that makes a ton of sense is giving you incentives to try new games and hit milestones in new games. Like there are already Web2 play to earn frameworks out there that exist. And we know that Web2 companies will pay and put a lot of their user acquisition budget into things like this. So yeah, there are still other ways that we can make this work. Another thing too is like, okay, rewarded ads. We have you watch ads when you're playing the game. That's another way to fund some of the earnings inside of the game. Chubkins will have that at launch. We'll probably start to add that to Core Pixels eventually. When Core Pixels goes mobile native and mobile first, it's probably when they'll start to get added there. And yeah, kind of a gist. But that's kind of like the headspace of what we're thinking, basically.
I haven't been very lucky here. A lot of slime. One turd. Couple fibers. All right, let's go to another land. What land should we go to? Check out 572 and see what guild it is. Ooh, why? Wait, I need to finish this one. Okay, what was it? 572. Let's go. what guild this is. Ooh, there's an apiary. Let's feed that. Pharma mix. We got some goats. We'll chill for a second. Okay, what? Oh my gosh. Is this like one of the top discoverable lands? It absolutely must be. That is so funny. The bomb aura over the, oh, okay. Wait, yeah, it is. Over that. These avatars are so cool.
Yeah, those came out really well.
This swap fine. Ooh.
A couple of questions. So
Mhm.
somebody said, oh, it's a shame that he had to do a focus group to find out what we've been telling him for years. So the thing with this is like, there's actually so much nuance when it comes to earnings. Like, yeah, everybody always knew that the game needs to be fun and there should be earnings in there. Now, there's so much more nuance behind that statement. Like, one, how do you actually do that and pull that off? It's not that hard. Or it's not that easy because earnings inherently change the game, right? So how do you actually get them into the game in a way that still feels fun? That is the hard part. And how do you actually have earnings that are still meaningful if you have them in the game and the game feels fun, right? Like that is so insanely hard to pull off. And it's only been able to be like worked on because the Pixels team has been trying so many different things for so long now. We're kind of starting to figure it out. Now, some of you don't like that new mindset we have. And, you know, again, there's going to be earnings in the game always because that's kind of the competitive advantage that we have, right? And that's kind of like the core of what we're trying to build. We're going to keep updating the game and make it fun. But yeah, we're trying to build something sustainable here too. So, we're being honest, open, and transparent about what we're trying to do and build. And that's kind of the lay down there, right? Somebody else said something interesting. Oh, yeah, this is an interesting route to go down. Luke, what are your thoughts about Forgotten Runeverse? Do you think they'll come back soon? So, my thoughts on this. I actually got to know that team building out Forgotten Runeverse pretty well. And actually, what a lot of people don't know is the Forgotten Runeverse thing was interesting because there were kind of two teams there. There was the Forgotten Runes team, and then there was the team developing Forgotten Runeverse, right? And those are two different teams. It was kind of complicated. I don't think many people knew that. And the people I developed the closest relationship with was the Forgotten Runeverse team, right? The people building the game. Now, that actually is a team that has a ton of Web 2 expertise, and they've had a ton of success and like a really, really good track record there. Now, the issue with building a Web3 game is, even if we know this now, even if you build a really good game, there's so much more stuff to figure out when you're building a Web3 game and how to actually make it work. I think Forgotten Runeverse, that game, good baseline game, still kind of needed to figure out if they were building a Web3 game, how to actually make it work inside the Web3. And this is something we were learning as we were starting to work with other games too, where, our first initial thought around staking, and again, we're going to release new staking updates basically pretty soon, like a whole announcement around that. Again, if you're staking now, you don't have to change anything. We respect everyone's staking now. Like basically, people who are staking now, your experience will stay about the same, except we'll just make it better so you don't have to bet on a single game. But basically, as we were working with these games, what we initially thought was, okay, we'll give these teams rewards and we'll have them use Pixel as a way to fund rewards, and we'll get like some amount of revenue back to the protocol when they start to give out these rewards. What we found is these teams, basically every team besides Pixels, doesn't really know how to give out rewards very well because it's really hard to do. Like the Pixels team has had to work on this for years. We had to build an entire platform even for ourselves to be able to do this, right? We put out Stacked for this very reason. So essentially what we realized is, okay, this like thesis of just giving people rewards to give out, it's not going to work. Like we have to be the ones to help them too. And yeah, that's kind of the whole point of Stack basically. So staking moving forward, again, we're going to like give you much more detailed announcements. This is just a little sneak peek. We are probably going to require partners in the staking ecosystem to use Stacked moving forward if they want to give out rewards, just because that lowers the trust that we have to give them that they're going to give out rewards in a good way, right? And we can kind of budget and allocate and do it properly for them. And yeah, I think that solves a lot of the issues that a lot of these teams will be feeling. Like essentially what Stacked is it lets you turn a Web2 game into a Web3 game by letting Stacked handle all of the Web3 part and the rewards and the cash outs, all of this. It's a cool platform, and I'm very excited to get it out. But yeah, that's my thoughts basically. It's just really, really hard to build a Web3 game, especially in the current market. It's really hard to raise funding right now if you have something that's not fully finished and sustainable and profitable itself. Like basically, no team in Web3 gaming can raise funds right now. Like it's just not possible. So yeah, if you didn't raise enough, you're in trouble. If you're a Web3 game, and if you don't have a sustainable business model and you didn't raise enough, you're in trouble. So yeah, it's the unfortunate truth. Like basically, a lot of what we thought about Web3 gaming as a space didn't really work out, right? And I outlined pretty recently why I feel that way. And like our thesis now, it's a huge article I wrote on Twitter. And if you're interested in a deeper dive, I would definitely recommend reading that. But yeah, that's my thoughts. It's just an unfortunate situation. Just because something doesn't work out, this is also something that people need to know. Just because a game doesn't work out does not mean it was a scam. Like I know that team well enough where like I saw how hard they tried, and also like I know that team was like burning money more than they raised, right? So like I know the team itself took a financial hit trying to support the project, right? So I can really promise you they tried as much as they could, right? Like they did not make money on Runiverse. They lost money themselves personally. So yeah, sometimes you have to make decisions like that in the short term. But I still think that game is a really solid foundation. And if the market does pick up or Stacked is successful enough where we can help them, I still think there's hope for it, basically. And I know the IP has some funds that still like potentially can use. The actual development team had no funds anymore for it. I do know that. So that's kind of maybe a gossipy sneak peek, but yeah, I do respect that team. Unfortunate situation. Just warning you, I think you might see this a little bit more in the space coming up because it's a weird market right now.
I just spent so much Quicksilver on the dragon, and then I completely forgetting that I didn't have Mystic Mix with me. I'm like, good. Should have prepared better. I didn't have Choco Stuff or Mystic Mix. Wait, no, I don't want to do that yet. Ooh. Oh, we've got Dizzy stuff. Amazing. Okay, hold on. Let me give you a Quicksilver. I need level 70. Okay, that's also just not gonna. That wouldn't work. Anyways. Well, I just spent a ton of Quicksilver on this dragon. So if you, oh, see, someone's already taking advantage of it. You are so welcome, Rainbow Turtle. Oh, man.
Luke, are you concerned seeing the pixel token going down often? How will that affect the game and everything going forward? So, I mean, tokens do what they do in the short term, right? Again, the only thing that we can think about at Pixels is, are we building something real that people want that has a good business behind it? And yeah, that's what we're focused on controlling right now, right? So again, we're kind of laying you guys out the groundwork of what we're trying to do and achieve here. And yeah, I think things will work out. But I think if you don't build something that has any value behind it and something that people don't want and no business model, yeah, you're going to see any token go to zero in that situation, right? Now, teams that actually do build something that are sustainable and have a good foundation, I'm optimistic on. And there are teams like that in Web3 that are doing that. And Pixels is on a pretty good path towards that, I think, at least. So, yeah, to be honest, the way that I view things is I don't look at short-term price action. I'm a builder. I got to focus on building at work, right? And, I know that if you build something valuable, things tend to work out, right? If you build something that people want, things tend to work out.
What do turkeys eat? I think it's farm mix, right? Yeah. I keep forgetting. This is me every time I go to lands and I'm like feeding animals. I just click every single one. I should like make myself memorize like a cheat sheet or something. All right. Let's collect and see if we get anything cool. Some wool. All right. More wool. Oh, we got something else, I think. Unless it just didn't work. It didn't work. Ah, we got turds. Never mind. Not cooler. Definitely not cooler. Okay. Okay, let's go. Let's go. More turds. Excellent. Okay, I think we got something else here. Dairy fat. All right. It's not a turd. It's not a turd. I'll take it. Very cool. Okay. I burned through my Quicksilver on these AMAs. Turkey egg. No one knows they're like so. Let's go. We did it. We did it, guys. We got an offspring. Oh my gosh. Okay, cool. Let's go straight to the pet store. I need to buy an incubator. An incubator. Okay.
Flyer Chen asked, "Do we see a higher DAU after the update? Will players come back into pixels, 1v pixel?" Bunch of things there. So one, I think we saw about like constant DAU, like a small uptick in DAU, but a much better increase in economics. So this is kind of the plan, right? Like most games do a lot of paid UA to get players inside of the game, right? And they have a flywheel of paid UA. Pixels has never really had that, right? And that's kind of the next stage, basically, where if we have enough margin, what we can do is we can actually start to use some of the like roars that we're getting every day on new user acquisition, right? And that's kind of going to be the next stage. A mix of this organic growth that we have been doing, and then also acquisition of new users, right? So that's kind of the idea there.
Okay. There's two more things I want to do. I mean, I'm good to stay here longer, but we only have 4 minutes left. This has gone by so quickly. Okay, I guess they're gonna go like in a line, which is kind of ugly, but you know. Okay, and you guys have been so nice giving me fancy potions, so let me use one of those. Beast. Oh, I forgot to put my bee out. Okay, my bee's gonna go up there. Yellow though. It's yellow. Do we want beast on my turkey? Yeah, why not? Let's do it. Okay. Lastly, we need to go to Sophia's land because for those of you that don't know, Sophia's on our community team. First of all, I feel like I talk about her like everyone knows her. And she hates Pepe. And for some reason I cannot explain, I often place Pepe UGC on her land. So we're going to go do that. So we're going to 4772. You can see I've named it Pepe's Land in my bookmarks. And we just, we're going to place some Pepes. I like to hide them, make them a little hard for her to see. That's a pretty good one.
Well, I definitely put Pepe's on her land before. I didn't
Yeah, it's kind of become a thing that I've caused. It's this specific UGC too. I have 4 of them, and basically I place them on her land, and then at some point I receive them back in my mail, and then I go back to this land and I place them again, and in the most annoying possible spots. Like, how's she gonna see where this one, and then she's gonna have to move everything, you know? It's like super annoying. Anyways, I know she's watching, so she's probably just like, I bet she's on the creator group stream party right now, just like swearing my name. Well, that's not farmer friendly. So there you go. See, that one's a good hide. We had some really good hiding spots today. Like, how's she gonna get that? She's gonna have to move the tree. So yeah, just we love a little chaos. All right, let's go back to the pink land 179. Were there any other questions that wanted to address. How are you doing, Luke? This is a good one.
Yeah, I'm doing good. Honestly, the last month has been some of the most motivating over the last few years for me. It's just a very exciting time. So I feel good. I feel very locked in and dialed in right now. And I'm excited to get all this stuff out. Like it's so close. The stuff we've been working on is good. And yeah, we almost got it out. Oh, this is a good question. Are we still using a smart task board or has it changed? So smart task board directionally correct, right? Like doing segmentation and having like smart like task buffs and nerfs, like that was directionally right, but honestly a bad way to actually do it. But we built good systems behind it, right? Like segmentation, tagging, like all this data science stuff was the start of the smart task board. And that kind of set the foundation for stacks. So truthfully, what I prefer long run is smart offer wall rather than smart task board. And that's really where we should be doing this. Like more of the earnings should actually be in this offer wall in stacks basically than it should be the task board. The task board should be more gameplay, right? And then we should do smarter offers through the task board. And we can still have task board like tasks inside of this offer wall, right? Like we could do like, turn in 100 pop berries or something like that. We can be smarter about it that way too. That way we don't make people grind for no reason if you're not having fun. And we can be more precise with like who we give earnings for what, right?
All right, who hasn't gotten a little bit of Quicksilver? Ooh, look at these. Some potatoes. Still have a bunch to give out. You guys, you don't have to pay me anything. Oh my god, you guys are so kind. Stop. My bee. I need to feed. Oh, capybara's feeding my bee. You know, it's funny because when I started this Pinkland, I had a little bit of UGC, pink UGC, and I remember thinking, oh, it's gonna be like a long time before I can fill it up. Oh my gosh, are you serious? Thank you. Yeah. Oh no. There's people just started making pink UGC here, like everywhere. I was too much. Din man, how's it going? Actually, I remember. Okay, you guys don't have to give me these. I remember also. So my infamous pink tree, or no, the first UGC I made was the set of chairs that are pink, and I made those because I was tired of there not being any pink things in the game. So I just made a bunch of my own. And now look at it. There's so much. Okay. I only have 148 left, guys. We're at time. Luke, is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
No, I think that's mostly all the stuff today for me. Yeah, let us know how you guys feel about this AMA format. And yeah, we have some exciting stuff coming out in the next month. So yeah, stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Okay. Oh, okay. You asked a bunch of times and now I can't trade with you. Smoked milk. I don't know if I've traded with you. Oh, I have traded with you, I think, but have I? Maybe not. Maybe I was just admiring your little avatar. Okay, who's getting the last 48? Ooh. Who is it? Have I given any to this user? I don't know if I have. I don't think so. All right, well, you get the rest. No. Oh, that didn't work. I always do that on the marketplace. Ah. This isn't what I wanted to do. Okay, so you don't want to trade me? That's fine. You can have it. You gave me some really cool stuff earlier, so. Oh my gosh, you guys. Thank you. All right, well, we can call it there.
Sweet. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate it.
All right, we'll see you guys next week. Oh, I never leaked what I was going to leak. All right, well, for all of you that are still hanging out with us, the leak is a mine update. So mines, there's 4 tiers of them, and at some point, I think it's coming out next week, each mine tier will only give out its own tier of resources, which makes a lot of sense. So that's your leak. And that's what's coming, I think, next week.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye, guys.